So ferry sounding off in the distance. It's HW. I was really pumped today to come into the city and show you a rainy day, to prove to you that it's not sunny in Sydney every day. But it's turned into more of an overcast day. There hasn't been any rain. I've got my backpack here and my umbrella. I'm heading into the office as the Randwick light rail comes past. But what I thought I might do today is focus on a couple of the new developments in Sydney that are under construction, and that'll give us a reference point that we can call on when these projects are completed, and we can see the before and after. But the first one I'm focusing on is number 1 Circular Quay, which is going to be a big new apartment block with 2, 3 and 4 bedroom units. I don't know how much they are, but you can leave an inquiry on the website, and I'm sure they'll put you on a mailing list and let you know when they come up for offer. And Lend-Lease is the massive building company that's got this project underway. Due for completion in 2026. So it'll be a while before we come back and see the completed item. Although we might pass it every now and again and check on its progress. So let me pick up my bag. And we'll get going to the next locale. Crossover. I think it's Albert Street, this one. Not Albert, Alfred, idiot. Alfred Street. Never noticed this fountain before. It's a mishmash of different Australiana fauna. Got some frogs there, a couple of snakes. Get over here. Massive pelican with its chicks. Turtle just laid its eggs. It's like a big huntsman spider there. Got a platypus. Got some yabbies over there. Also we got a goanna, kidna, cane toad, even though that's not Australian. It's the introduced pest. And then we've got a frilled neck lizard there. See, even still coming through the city, I see something new every time. That's what the tower is going to look like in the end. Number 1 Circular Quay. I have mentioned before there was 2 buildings there before. There was Goldfield's house, and then there was a white building next to it, which I can't remember for the life of me what it was called, but I actually had an opportunity to go into both buildings back in the day. Now, which side should we walk on? Probably walk on this other side first and avoid the construction on the right side. So weather in Sydney today, it's a Friday. Unusual for me to go into the office on a Friday, but one of my work buddies is going to be in there today. I haven't seen him for ages, so I thought I'd go in, say hello. So yeah, Friday in Sydney. Temperature 22 degrees Celsius, which is between 71 and 72 Fahrenheit. So cool day for Sydney standards. As my phone goes off, that's my work buddy wondering where I am. He's going to have to wait a bit longer. So the other thing I was going to say was the winds from the south at 17 kilometers an hour. It's interesting that sandwich board back there said traditional Australian meals. I'm just laughing at some of the items they had on there. I'll try to catch that another time when I come past. So if you hadn't guessed, we're in Pitt Street. I thought we'd walk up Pitt Street to the next location, which we're going to focus on. And then after that, I'm going to go and get myself a sausage egg muffin. I'm developing a bit of a penchant for those at the moment. Every now and again that happens. But I have said this before. If you've ever compared an Australian sausage egg muffin to an American sausage egg muffin, it's a stark contrast, let me tell you. The Aussie one is so good. Probably not the healthiest item, but I'll cross over to the other side now so we can walk past Australia Square. The sun's coming out now, see? I tried really hard to give you a rainy day, but Sydney won't allow it. If you wanted to know what time it was just after 8 AM when I started the vid. So we'll see a lot of office workers spilling into the city, mostly coming in for drinkies later, I'd say. There's Tank Stream Way there and the Abercrombie Lane. A few people outside the Grumpy Bakers already getting nectars. One thing that should be in our favour this morning at least is the cooler weather. The camera should last a bit longer before it overheats. There's Australia Square. A cyclist almost rode into me. The vista of Centrepoint Tower in the sky up there. Hopefully it shows up. Passing by the Radisson Hotel. It's the first time I've seen someone make use of those benches that they've got right next to the cycleway. Such a bizarre place to put benches. Geez, there's even some lads going to work in suits in their bag of fruit. Oh, we're going to have to stay on this side of the road to get a look at the next locale. Hey man, what's happening? Probably about half an hour or so. Oh, I don't have one anyway. No. Have one of your chargers got one? Oh, right. Well, you can always go and get a nectar while you wait. I'll get in there. I'll get in there. I'll just take it in the cafe or something. I'll see you soon. My work buddy was trying to get into the office. Forgot his key pass. I don't have one anyway, so I can't help him. Here it is. Here's the next location, a Hunter Street connection under construction. We'll go around the front on the Pitt Street side as well. Check it out. But yeah, this one, as a reference point, this one's not going to be completed until 2028. So I'm going to be waiting a while for this one. But once completed, it's going to be a true delight, because it's going to give you a connection to the metro line, an extension of the metro line that goes all the way from the northwest of Sydney through Chatswood and Crow's Nest and Barangaroo, and then over to here onto the Bankstown line. And so you'll be able to get into that from the Hunter Street connection. You'll be able to pass through between Pitt Street and George Street. You'll be able to get on the light rail on George Street, or you can go into Wynyard Station and get on the current train line, or the old train line, the North Shore line. So let's get around to the Pitt Street entrance of the Hunter Street connection and see what's going on there. Oh, there's Empire Lane. That's a laneway I haven't focused on before. Pretty ordinary looking lane. Just service entry, I think. There, you give you an idea how much it costs to park in the centre of Sydney. If you enter between 6 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. and exit after 3 p.m, you pay an early bird. That's the Olivette special, $35. Wow. So it's still quite expensive, but I dare say it's probably not as expensive as it used to be. Oh, look at that, there are still some shops open in the Hunter Street connection. These ones just here. So they're obviously not making too much changes to these ones just here, or maybe they're going to do it last. Once we get up to Angel Place up here, just past the Angel Hotel, I'll switch down into Angel Place and cross through over to George Street. And then I'll head towards McDonald's for the sausage and egg. And then, after that, we'll have a walk over to a nectar joint and have a coffee and a sit down, I think. Here we go. Let's have a look what's happening in Angel Place early on a Friday morning. A lot of the punters carrying takeaway nectars in hand. There's all these drips from these construction platforms up above. Let me tell you a story about these construction platforms. Oh, there's the bird cages. We've got to do that as we walk past. Have done it before, but it's always nice to have a look at the bird cages in Angel Place. So that'll do. Back to my story. So I was late for work one day. This was years ago in Surrey Hills, and I was walking between Town Hall Station and Foster Street in Surrey Hills, and I passed under a construction platform like that one back there that I just filmed in Elizabeth Street. And I don't know whether you've ever noticed these construction platforms before, but often they'll have side offices, demountable buildings on top, and then also toilet blocks. So I passed through and I felt this drip, all this stuff dripped onto my head and down my shoulder. And I looked up and I thought, oh, has it been raining today? No, it hasn't, so it's not rain. What's going on there? And then I went out onto the street and looked back and saw they were toilet blocks. That then prompted me to have a bit of a sniff of what had spilt onto me. And yeah, you guessed it. It was the remnants of some builder's breakfast. A combination of, a number of fluids that come out of the body. I was dry reaching, let me tell you, and did my best to fumigate myself when I got to work. And I didn't hang around long either. Took off early that day. I almost caught a glimpse of the Christmas tree then in Martin Place, which is up, and I'm not going to film that today. Disappointing. It's I was hoping for something different this year, but it looks pretty much similar to last year. Bit of a spoiler there. By the old GPO. See if they're open yet. Nah. As Christmas approaches, all the punters will be there sending their parcels back home, and the place will be packed out the door. Fullerton Hotel's got some decos up as well. Let's cross over George Street now. No trams coming, but we can see if we look down, hopefully it shows up, you can see all the office workers crossing over the tracks all the way down to almost the rocks. Back the other way a little bit more, but not as many. More the retail precinct down here. A lot of the workers wouldn't be in yet, or the food vendors would well and truly be in already, so they'd be busy creating food. I was just looking at Cartier there. I wonder if they're supposed to be Christmas decorations or whether they're just it looks like they're just standard clouds. Not really Christmas decos. Oh, I didn't notice that before, that they're over so many different levels. It's a nice building. You know what? It'd be really nice if they put a cafe on the roof there, or a bar. That'd be a bloody great spot. Quick look up King Street. Oh, while we're here, I'll quickly show you this other hole in the wall, which is similar to, it used to have the same owner as the 2 Penny in just outside the Fullerton Hotel. I know that it still does. Let's have a look. But this is a good option for nectar as well. Yeah, still 2 Penny, same owners, or same chain at least. So it's another good option for nectar. So remember that one. Louis Vuitton's got their Christmas decks up, but we'll save that for the Christmas tour. What's this guy doing? Looks like an Uber driver. No, he's not. Let's get over, and here's the Apple store here. A few security guards, that's it. Let me indulge in my vice up here at the Golden Arches, and maybe this time I'll actually show you what it looks like. The food, that is. Alright, so I got my sausage egg over at McDonald's there on George Street, and all the benches here are soaked with water from the rain. So I saw these tables and chairs here, and then I noticed there's an option to order a coffee from the office lobby, which is just behind me. So yeah, let's have a sit down here, and I'll order a nectar, and we'll try it out, and then I'll show you the sausage egg muffin as well. Turn the table around. Oh, so this is what the sausage and egg muffin looks like. It doesn't look much, but let me tell you, it's delicious. Oh yeah. So let me order this coffee, and I'll come back to you in a sec. Check the microphone. I'll just train the camera down here while I eat this muffin. I wait for my coffee. Oh, here comes a Tesla. Comes a jogger. I'll give you a look back the other way too. I demolished the sausage and egg, so it'd be a good time for the coffee to come out now. So we see this Sydney Council Christmas banner flapping backwards and forwards on the pole. Look up to the sky. Southerly's bringing in more rain clouds by the look of it. I hope it does rain so I can actually show you that it does rain in Sydney. Let's film back this way. See the punters walking past Dimmicks and Maya, which used to be Grace Brothers. Getting a bit worried about this nectar. There's George's chemist store over there. That's been there a while. There's one around the corner too, in that way, in King Street. Haven't seen many people walk in and out of the Strand Arcade while I've been sitting here. Flip the camera around once this dude goes past. Yeah, look, here's the Strand Arcade. Maybe a lot of it's not open yet. Come on, nectar. By the way, you're not going to be able to see it because the tree's here and I'm too lazy to get up. But above George's is like a really beautiful heritage building. You might be able to catch a glimpse of it up the top there. It's almost, you'd almost say it's like in the Gothic style, but it's like sort of Art Deco / Gothic, something like that. It's a beautiful, really slim building, that one. Here goes the light rail out to Randwick. I hope they don't expect me to go in to get the nectar, because I did pay for it already on this barcode thing. So easy click and pay through Apple Pay. Just wipe that crap off the table there. Come on, nectar, where are you? There's the coffee shop there just behind the Christmas tree. Hurry up. I'll flick the camera back on when the coffee arrives. Lucky I went in and checked. The guy had no idea that I'd ordered a coffee. He said there was a connection problem. There wasn't a connection problem with the payment, let me tell you. There's that Temperance Lane over there. They've brought the coffee cart back. But it looks like it's a different mob. What do you got here? Sort of courier van. Oh, the flat white has arrived. This better be a good one given the mix up. Not bad. Not the best one I've ever had. My preference for coffees with milk in them is for there to be a chocolatey or caramelly taste in it. This one, one's got a bit of a fruity taste to it, and a little bit bitter as well. But regardless, much needed caffeine. Just notice this, that's a WeWork building there. Isn't there something happening with them at the moment? Aren't they like going out of business or something, or getting sold or something? Something's happening with them. Vaguely remember hearing something in the press. So yeah, let me finish this nectar and then I'll rejoin you on the walk back down to the station. As we leave office lobby cafe behind, let's head down George Street back to the station. Go back over this side. That southerly breeze is picking up now. That's one thing I want to mention. What I wanted to mention was this year, more than ever for like about probably at least 5 years, I feel like the climate in Oz is starting to get back to the way it used to be, that like I remembered when I was a child. Getting a couple of hot days and then you're getting the southerly buster come through. We call the southerly that comes through the buster, and as the name suggests, they're quite powerful. They roar through Sydney after a hot day. And they're the summers that I remember. So it was quite humid yesterday, so this southerly change, I don't recall last night hearing high winds or anything, but it's definitely quite noticeable this morning. And I do remember there was a lot of rain last night. Capture a few more of the work punters as we head down to the station. Few more punters with nectars in hand. Long live coffee. Here's this creepy little statue again. Always freaks me out when I come walk past. I won't turn to the right because that'll give you a glimpse into Martin Place and the Christmas tree. That girl had some noisy boots.
Oh, you want Tina turn? She looks at me. I'm Tina too.
let's pause over here. So as we look up at the Ivy nightclub, look across at the Royal George and the coffee stand outside, all the punters waiting for their caffeine injection, I'll say goodbye to you. Thanks for coming on the skirt around the city this morning, Friday. See you in the next vid. The video is over.